My appearance tends to seem to terrify people, and I don't want to give off a
Terrify
bad
is the correct
impression.
word. Terrify is a incorrect word. The one
Or
individual
thunder.
was upset, Alfred, for sure. But who knows what the reason is for that? But everyone else sort of generally looks at you as either surprised or sort of enamored with your look. To be honest with you, there's almost like lingering eyes at times, but most of the people are not afraid of you. They kind of, in fact, regard you with a lot more respect. You too, Arthur. It's almost as if there was maybe a situation, because do not believe that is fully humans here. Like, you guys have bumped into individuals that seem, how would I say, sort of like dryads, other people that may be water related, water elf, but not with elf features. There's a lot of stuff going on. They're more rare than the humans, but you do not seem to be out of place here. You guys just seem new. But yeah, what do you guys want to do? Is there something that Lunara does?
No. Regard.
All right, no problem. And again, I would like to remind you all that you have scrolls of sending, several of them each, and you guys can send a message to whoever you guys want.
I'm down to one scroll, so I'm saving it for later.
You only have one scroll? I don't believe that, because the entire crew had like 100. Oh, you're down one. You're not down
yeah,
two.
Yeah, because he
one.
used one last game.
So yeah, that one is fine, but you should definitely have enough to give you guys almost no issue to do what you wish. But yeah.
So we enter, I guess. Arthur's gonna encourage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking because these two people have the exact same icon. Is this Ririsu?
Looks like him. The individual that is cleaning up the table up there, they say, "Welcome. Are you looking for drinks or a seat? Do you want to be by the bar?"
We're just here to ask some questions. We are investigating an anomaly.
Yes, the flying beast. They land every Thursday, and you could pay their rider to hop on for about a couple hours. But they will drop you off at a different locale from where you began. That's the only warning I'll give you.
Well, you see, we have been investigating this anomaly, and it seems to be coming right here in this bar.
This bar? That's odd.
Yeah. I sure you hope don't mind that we look around and maybe ask a few questions?
No. If you have any questions other than that weird anomaly you're talking about, you could just ask me or Jason there.
Arthur goes to Lunara and whispers, "Should we just divide and conquer?" One of us talks to the people here and the other looks around.
I think considering an unknown territory, separating might not be a good idea.
Okay. Well, Arthur whispers then.
If you wanna go run off somewhere, I guess that I'm not gonna stop you.
He's just asking whilst he tries to get some answers out of the guys, or you do the talking. and he does the investigating.
What are you doing, Arthur? What do you want to do?
Oh, he was planning to just talk to the bar's owner,
Sure.
like the legitimate owner.
Do you ask for the owner, or do you just go to the bar?
May I ask, where is the owner of this fine establishment?
They stop polishing the table and just point to the bar.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's nodding to you. But then she looks to Lunara. Could I get you something to drink?
Yeah, it would be great.
Sure. Do you have a particular taste, or the house ale would suffice?
House ale would be great.
Sure.
Thank you.
She goes to the back, serves a drink. This bar situation, the specific doesn't look like this exactly. The 4 barrels are just one massive one, from what you could assume is the house ale. The drink that is poured is glowing. She does put it down on the table, and she says, it's just 2 credits. Got you guys. This is when the DM wins. When you guys have no fucking money at the new place. Ha ha.
I don't have any money. That is correct. It was my
Yes.
gold and my platinum and my shenanigans. You know what we're gonna do? I'm a Sure, if I can attempt to persuade her to give it to me for free.
What do you say?
Maybe be a little flirty. Compliment about how she looks. I don't know. I'm just shot in the dark here.
Okay, make a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a ring on her hand. Humans usually have that signify something on the specific ringer, and it is on that one specific finger.
Maybe I will ask her about her.
Or what?
I'm assuming that's what that means. Like who? Like her spouse.
Okay.
Person she's married to.
Yeah, her partner. She
Partner.
says,
I was looking for.
she says, this individual does not have elven ears in all regard, and forgive the picture, but there is reason for it. As you have this uncanny feeling that you're looking at this individual. Maybe they're a lot thinner than the version you were starting to become acquainted with, because there's an individual in the Alliance. No, they're in Symphony that looks exactly like this person. There's a lot off. There's no scars. The eye colors are different. The hair worn in a much odder way than they would ever. But it looks like Hisui. But as this individual is telling you that her and Jason have been running this place since they were married. They opened it up. What was it? 8 years ago. Kind of situation. They gave you the whole breakdown a bit. Make your persuasion check.
Okay.
Yeah, they sort of forget about the credits.
Nice.
But yeah, you have this ale. It's glowing a bit, and yeah, you could sort of sip on it or just hold it if you wish, as they're regaling you about the stories of her and Jason, and how he's a very protective husband. This town has seen better days, and if it wasn't for him, they would have moved a long time ago. As all that has happened, Arthur, you arrive to this individual who definitely looks like Ririsu, one of the Symphony members from the Alliance, and without much thought, you recognize that the person that greeted you at the door does carry a visage of Hisui. Essentially the person that Ririsu is married to in your time. Yeah, you go up to this guy. This individual says, "What can I get you?"
Information will do nicely.
Sure, information sometimes costs money. What are you looking for?
I'm wondering. He says as he starts looking from side to side of the door from the tavern. Have you been seeing things recently, like runes in places that weren't there before?
No, I don't think so. Really, every once in a while we have like those weird creatures arrive, but the town's pretty good at dispelling those. To be honest with you, they're usually focused in their research. So, why?
We tracked down an anomaly which seems to be linked to this address.
This exact address?
It set it right onto the chain link.
This is funny. Chain link. That you say. Where? What is this regarding? Is there?
He describes it as vaguely as possible, like it being a binding or containment spell.
Okay. He offers you a drink as you're explaining all of this.
He says, "Surprise me."
Yeah, he just serves you the house ale. He didn't even ask. He just gives you the drink right then and there as you're speaking, to be honest. The drink is glowing a bit.
He does look. Arthur does look at the drink and roll Arcana check, see if it's magic in nature.
It is. You could tell right off the bat the moment you question it.
Did you put something in your ale?
No, but what you're describing is pretty... Take a drink. Maybe you'll understand what I'm talking about.
He looks at him a little bit more suspicious. Then take the sip.
Yeah. Lunara, have you taken a sip at all during this time?
Oh, I think she'd just kind of be holding it, trying to figure out what's wrong with it.
Yeah. Looks weird. It has like magic dust on it and stuff. This individual says, "Well, here's the thing, friend, right? I was sort of charged here to help out this place. I don't know if you know anything about what helping out the greater good means, but that's kind of what I was tasked with. I'm here sort of guarding a thing. This he sort of just points at the bar. This explosion of energy that seems to be stuck in this place. Do you have a way to break it? Short of that, we don't have much to talk about, because we could point fingers all day long about where most magic is lingering on this planet, but unless I could get rid of this, we're just gonna run around in circles. But yeah, the moment you take a drink, Arthur, you can sort of feel like magic is resonating with you. There's a state of relaxation as this still water that was raging typhoons moments ago is no longer rushing past you, and you kind of feel like magic you cast wouldn't be affected by any sort of wild occurrences. But yeah, that definitely clues you in that this individual has to know where the focal point is.
So, how much for the information for the location of the point?
I thought you were here looking for other stuff, to be honest with you. What's your name? I'm Jason.
Arthur brings his hand out. Arthur William Jameson.
Arthur William Jameson. Nice to
But
meet you.
most people call me Archie.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna call you Arthur. Yeah. He kind of rushes back. Is that your friend?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do they know the situation too, or?
Yes.
They go back out, and with a great grand smile, they go up to Lunara and say, "Hi, nice. How are you doing? We didn't expect you to arrive anytime soon. Was there something I could help you with specifically?"
We're just here investigating, looking into what's been going on with the magic around here. Help fix it.
My queen, what do you care about this planet?
What? Confused.
Yeah, his wife looks confused.
I am confused. What?
I've just figured these kind of things are beneath you. You could sort of surpass this planet past its lifetime. So I didn't expect you to kind of want to aid the human folk. Not that I'm against it. I appreciate it. That saved me from hunting you later on in your life, assuming you ever go that dark. But honestly,
Arthur kind of interjects. She's not undead.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess Lunara shushed him past sentence. Before he said undead.
This
And,
individual looks to you and says, "Of course they're not. They will be soon though, at the appropriate age, whatever time they decide." He's going to make an insight check.
I'm so confused.
He looks to the two of you and then says, "There isn't any reason to hide who we are. I didn't recognize you, my friend," looking to Arthur, "but you're not lost in my eyes, Queen. So I am at your service, unless you ask me for some despicable things, I guess."
I have no plan to ask anyone to do anything that would be considered despicable.
Always so coy. I appreciate your double speak, of course. This individual, Jason, just sort of laughs, his huge smile. Yeah. But he does say, "Queen of the Moon, Shadowed Nightmare, definitely, whatever it is that I could aid you with, whatever it is that you guys need, if it is to destroy the pillars, I sort of have been waiting for someone to aid me in that. I don't have my resources as I did in my original locale." There's a lot of Ririsu coming out right now.
So basically, he's Ririsu at this point.
He hasn't said that he's Ririsu, but he's acting a lot like him.
You remind me of someone. He says
Okay.
while looking towards Ririsu. He said his name was Ririsu.
You say that out loud.
Yep.
Maybe don't do that. Maybe shut your mouth.
He looks
It's in
to his
trouble.
right, where his wife is sort of trying to connect dots. He then turns to the two of you and says, "Where did you hear that name?" Do you know this name too? Looking to Lunara.
No, I don't know what he's talking about. Mumbles nonsense.
Make a deception check, please.
Okay. Deceive. Gonna be an 18.
They look at both of you, sort of unimpressed, and says, "Okay." So they sort of try to touch Lunara's shoulder. Do you let them?
No.
No. They pull
I don't
away.
want some stranger touching me.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
he's-
They pull away, and they say, "You aren't the queen, are you? What is this? Who are you? And how do you know my name?"
You don't know us yet. Let's just say.
Yet is a word I cannot understand or fathom. I don't know what you speak of, but there is no yet for me. I am as far as I can be. I am already everything that is not touched by light. I have lived most of time and have the scars to bear it. The Ririsu you knew is not me, but I was them. Where did I know you from? What is our
Arthur
connection?
just gives him a year. Arthur just gives
It's
him a
less
year date.
of a where and more of a when.
That's fine. Just tell me. I began a long time ago.
Arthur just
I
says,
end
"Port."
a long time ago. I began a long time from now. I'm going to end a long time from now. But I cannot remember you. It has been too long. Who are you?
Arthur Holmes. And Arthur kind of like gives him a quick. Arthur gives him like a quick flash, like a very quick flash of the core horn symbol.
Interesting. Okay. He looks to you, Lunara.
I guess that, yeah, I guess we're in it now. Have known me as Lunara.
See,
Or another.
no, yeah, I understand. And again, forgive my rudeness or my incapability to remember you, for as I stand before you, I meant to do one task, but to banish the darkness. It's hard to tell who my friends are until they have so much darkness in them. And then are they even that anymore? I both appreciate and am disgusted by the fact that I could forget you. But that does bring me the simple idea that you are in the right path, far from my sight, and you are in the correct path. As it stands, this realm needs a lot of fixing. Was waiting on the Time Dragon Keeper to arrive to help me with this situation, but if from what I can gather, my memory doesn't completely elude me, port comes to mind. Does this sound familiar?
Yes, sirree. He says as he fiddles around with the now empty glass bottle he has, glass cup he has.
Yes. He pours you another one if you want. The drink is delicious. It's almost, how would I say, it's a smooth ale. It's like you're drinking clouds if they could be refined in one way, shape, or form. But he does say, right, so if we're going to deal with the pillars, then I suggest we all take a nice big drink before I have to empty out the casket.
Casket?
The
Got a
cask.
body in
The
it?
cask, whatever. That's what he said. He said cask.
I had a message.
I
was
said
funny.
different.
Or do we just bottle it for later?
Wow, you gotta drink it, man.
It doesn't last away from the pillar,
Pretty
which I'm
hardy.
hiding, that we will destroy now, and then focus on all the other ones with as much haste as we could muster. I hope you're ready. Are
I'm
any of you
ready.
magical?
Yes.
Then drink
In an
the
ideal
beer.
world.
Take a sip at least. This way, the magic of this place wouldn't affect you as much.
Arthur sort of backs him up on that and says, well, my magic's starting to feel way less chaotic after drinking it.
Yeah, usually you'd have more trouble casting spells, but as of recently, we could cast spells, but now they're a little weirder. So that's a thing. Either way, this sort of eliminates that from being an issue.
And I guess it's a chug-a-lugga time.
Yeah.
Drinky
Uh,
drink.
He would have a conversation with this individual. They sort of are sitting down now by the fire, sort of processing all that was said. Ririsu kind of didn't hold any bars there and told them everything straight up. Turns out Ririsu also time traveled somehow, but a long time ago. And he's sort of just been around. And he's just like, he admits as he's walking back, or is like, all right, now let's do whatever we got to do to fix the stupid planet engine that someone invents eventually. And then he walks up to this thing. He does take it apart. It doesn't take a minute. It doesn't take any longer than a minute, but as he lifts it up, the rest of the drink sort of just spills out. It's just everywhere. You see under this massive barrel, this cask that was hiding this pillar of a sort. It seems to be almost made up of thorns in visage, but concrete. And it has all the arcane script that would be located in one of the chain links. Specifically, let me see which one. This one will be the neck. So yeah, do you guys want to do something about this pillar to clear it from being a thing? Like, do you guys have a plan to do something? Maybe
I was
destroy
hoping
it.
we had-
Maybe dispel it. Like, what are you guys thinking of doing? Ririsu also asks this, and he says, "Let's be quick though, before any demons or angels arrive."
Oh yeah, plan.
Having dispel spells, Lunara?
Depends on what magic we're dealing with.
Nah, that'll be stupid. Ready? Okay, so should we use explosives?
Well, I mean, if it's magically based, it doesn't. It would. You can't always just blow up magic things, because sometimes that'll make it worse. Because if it's a vessel that contains it and makes it full and we just blow it up, we don't know what we're letting out. So blowing it up would probably be our last resort.
Okay, I'll put that as plan Z then. Right next to human sacrifices.
Human sacrifice is plan B.
Let's see.
For me, it's plan B. Because war crimes are always optimal.
How often did that work? Really?
I mean, chaotic in this game as I am in other games that I play, so...
Yay, a fellow chaotic stupid character. Okay.
No, I'm not chaotic stupid. I'm very strategic in how I use my chaos. But I have other characters who just are not above wiping people off the map for fun. It can always be more chaotic. I mean, I can try to dispel it. I don't know if that's gonna work.
Better than blowing it up.
If it's a cursed thing, then I can attempt to remove said curse.
How many are both of them requiring a spell slot?
Yes.
Ah, poo.
Okay. So, what do you guys wish to do?
I mean, dispel and discurse seem to be our best options at this point.
Yeah. Again, there's no wrong
I don't know
answers,
if I
just
have a high enough
answers
level to try and
with
dispel it.
consequences. Make Arcana checks. Both of you.
It's so bad in this game. It's so sad.
And my luck's running out again.
I didn't have luck to begin with. Yeah, no, see? My rolls are garbage.
That's good time your luck usually returns to you.
Yeah.
For a while.
So how long do you guys want to spend here trying to figure this out? 5, 10 minutes.
I mean, we could try decursing it.
Yeah, that's a shot in the dark if you guys want to attempt that. The spell magic doesn't sound like a bad idea, Ririsu would say. He doesn't really know much about magic. He's just about transformations and travel to other places. He looks to you guys, almost afraid to say planes.
What about planes?
He was afraid to say planes or planets. He just said places. His wife is in earshot.
Oh,
The
I'm pretty sure
wild
he
touch.
would. I'm pretty sure he would be fine if his wife wasn't there.
Yeah,
Oh well.
probably. Last thing he wants is to traumatize her by informing them that there's planetary travel occurring.
And that there's currently, by this time period, if I remember correctly, a universe conquering empire.
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah, but eventually.
Eventually. So yeah, how do you guys want to deal with this? If not, how long do you stand here till you can figure out how to deal with it? You guys want to spend 5 minutes here? Minimum? 10 minutes? Would you spend an hour here?
I guess we can start this spelling or... Okay, how about we roll a d20?
No, I want to know how much time. You don't need a d20. You already rolled a d20 with your Arcana check. But now I want to know how much time do you wish to spend here? Like, do you guys get frustrated in the first 5 minutes, or do you guys spend an hour to figure this out?
I'd like to try to figure it out so we're not just throwing crap at it, especially with consequences of me casting anything.
Yeah. So the Arcana checks, the skill checks, there's no failure outright. It's just
More based
time
on time.
locks. To be honest with you, it's how long it really takes you to gather this information, how efficient you are with it. The floor doesn't give much to work with, but again, the more time you spend on it, the more you can gather.
Well, I mean, wouldn't Ririsu know a fair amount about the pillar since it's literally in the middle of his bar?
He knows that it is magical, and he could give it to people, and then they could start being more chill with their magic. That's it.
Maybe about an hour. Maybe it
Ronin?
took us about an hour to do that.
Yeah,
An hour, both of you?
or
Sure, yeah. An hour is more than enough for you guys to recognize what you could do to this thing. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to possibly hit it with a couple dispel magics and then maybe break it while it is in a weakened state. That could definitely be a option. Short of dropping heavy payloads onto this thing and destroying a town that has some people, that might not be worth it. But definitely the way you guys were thinking is a viable option for sure.
can try to throw a dispel magic at it.
Yeah. If you dispel magic and someone's going to do something to try to break it or cause it to no longer be functioning, that could be a thing.
Arthur could try to start swinging at it with a True Blight.
True Blight. That is slashing damage.
Not bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning would be much more sufficient, but the weapon is pretty powerful regardless. So it's up to you whether you want to use that or use something else.
I mean, I could try to thunder wave it after I dispel it and see if that does anything.
You can't because the dispel doesn't last for long. You can already sort of intuit that this thing is flaring so much magic that, again, if it wasn't for the drinks that you already consumed and the fact that you have assistance, again, you could dispel magic, sure, but then you probably wouldn't be able to do much. Oh no, but you have sorcery points to do stuff, huh? So I guess you could spam out some cantrips to help. But that'd be the most. So Arthur, what are you thinking of doing to aid?
I was gonna say I can't do everything by myself.
As soon as Lunara goes ahead and dispels it, Arthur's gonna start hammering at it with his True Blight.
Sure. Could I have you both roll a d20? This is going to signify how many times we have to crack at it and how many spell slots are effectively required to destroy this thing properly.
Yeah. Yes.
So I would say that you would have to spend 2 castings of your dispel magic, Lunara. But I'm assuming you can do so with your warlock spell slots, right?
I'd have to check because I don't even remember how those work.
You can.
I've never had to do the different.
Any magic you can just switch around. The only thing is whenever you use your warlock spell slot, it maxes your spell to the highest level available, which is 5.
Yeah.
So you
how many castings do I need?
2 castings. How many slots do you have for warlock? I believe it'd be 2 or 3.
I don't even know. But I don't have that many level 5 slots. I only have 2.
Yeah, so that is your warlock slots. The 2 that you knock out to bring this thing to lack resistance gives Arthur the ability to sort of swipe and destroy this thing using the blight, I heard, Arthur? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep. the True Blight.
Yeah, so as you're using the True Blight, both castings is more than enough for you to shred this thing into several pieces, and you see the magic sort of just dissipate from this thing. There's a massive thrum that occurs after it is scattered. And could I have you both roll a d10? See if you guys cause
Before we
people to
did
show
the whole
up.
thing, before we did the whole thing, Arthur's gonna ask Ririsu to take his wife away since it's probably gonna be messy.
To what?
I figure True Blight may cause like fear to go around. Like,
No, I don't think so. Does it say something about fear?
no, but for someone who hasn't dealt with Adasaur stuff,
Do you say that to Risu, someone who hasn't dealt with Adasaur stuff?
oh no, he just simply says, while showing him the True Blight, the Blight sword.
Yeah.
This sword has been known to intimidate a few people when near it.
Yes. Not my first time seeing it, in fact. But do what you do.
Yeah. So our D10s, what they do?
Your D10s would be if there's a random encounter that occurs. The only thing that happens is that there's eventually a Rakshasa that arrives. They sit down. They sort of wait for either Jason or Emma, as they are known, to arrive to this individual. Jason eventually goes to them, tells them bad news. There's no more of the ale. They look to the ground and then they say, mind if I lap up some of it? And they say, do you, buddy? And the Rakshasa just goes over by the bar and laps up some of it and then walks away after a minute. It happens so fast, you barely notice it. You guys are sort of trying to figure out if this thing is actually magically anchored or not. And after a couple moments, you can recognize that, yeah, there isn't much to this thing. It's no longer suffocating anyone in any way, shape, or form. So good job. You guys have a click. Boop.
Okay, so you got 1 out of 6, I think.
Yeah. Ririsu then goes to you and says, right, so now that we broke the first one, all of the other ones are probably going to be heavily protected and most likely have become beacons to those angels and demons I was talking about. I'm so surprised no one has arrived here. There's usually one exactly at dusk. So as we have just approached dusk, I expected something to come and assault us. How nice that nothing did. Either way, we should move with haste, but I think we have to talk to someone first. This individual, Jason, who you all know as Ririsu, he grabs his wife's hand and says, all right, whenever you're ready. I don't know what means you took to travel, but my way is a little faster.
Your way's fine.
Sure.
I mean, we could teleport, but we're gonna have to figure out a way to radio back to them in order to tell them to pick us up bed. Wherever we're gonna be.
Who are you referring to? Who do you need to inform?
Oh, just some people that have been giving us a ride here.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be fine. If they can't figure it out to move on, then, you know, this whole race is fucked. He sort of shrugs.
Well,
Yeah.
by any case, let's get a move on then. The sooner we deal with this, the sooner we get back home.
Just stand next to me and let the shadows envelop you.
Alrighty then.
Everyone stands next to Jason / Ririsu. And then you guys So, the situation that Ririsu sort of takes you in is a little weird, as you guys are in a moving vessel, a boat of some sort. You would be coming from this area down here. That is to the closest would be number 12. This would be the settlement of Neon Tusk. Ririsu sort of points at the city and says, "This is as close as we could get. Thankfully, there was a boat, a ship sort of traveling. Usually we land in the island or on the water. Since I was with Emma, I wasn't going to take us to the water. And the island's a little dangerous. They shoot at you almost immediately. Thankfully, we're here. We won't have papers, though. So how good are you guys at hiding?"
Arthur just simply points towards his armor and then his general height. Not the best.
Excellent. We'll fit right in, I guess. You guys eventually make it to the boat. The boat eventually makes it to the dock. There's a whole procedure where everyone's sort of ticketed and then sent to a little booth separate from everyone. They ask you really mundane questions, and I would like your answers. You may answer simultaneously, but obviously give each other space. So the first question would be, are you traveling with any fruits or vegetables? Okay, they click no for you. Lunara, what do you say?
I said no.
Oh, you said no. I didn't hear you. So sorry.
You're good.
The next question is, do you have more than 100,000 credits on your person?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. They would then ask, are you planning on doing illegal activities such as import and export of illegal drugs or terrorism of any sort?
Nope.
Okay. Then they ask, are you affiliated with the Tusk organization?
Nope.
No.
No. They sort of do a couple waves the moment you say no to that last one. And an individual arrives to signal you past the booth, and then they walk you a long hall, an empty hall that seems to have been split like 4 ways. And they take you both to separate halls, and eventually you guys sort of just meet each other in this sort of promenade area, this sort of common space where like confused people are just handed their bags, specifically their bags, nothing else, and then are told to walk away. The individuals that take you past the end of the hall say, "We didn't have any bags under your name. In fact, I didn't see a ticket for the vessel VIPs, I'm assuming."
I'm gonna try to lie real hard. Just be like, yeah, VIPs.
Okay. Yeah, he believes you. He doesn't even need an insider, a checker of any sort. He sold the lie to himself. But yeah, you guys make yourself into
Right.
this town. It seems that Ririsu and Emma are yet to be through. What do you guys do? Ririsu would give you a map of this place and told you if if you lose track of each other, just to meet him at it would be Warlock's Bane.
I mean, I don't want to risk them not getting into the city.
Hey, all we have to do is just not do anything stupid. So
No. Well, yeah, he's
I mean-
married, so there might be extra things that they ask. Yeah, what do you guys wish to do? You guys want to wait for Ririsu and Emma?
Arthur does look towards Lunara and kind of like says, back at that ice cage thing, I told you to tell my sister if I'm dead, to tell my sister that you won the bets. Are you actually curious what the bet is, or are you just being polite?
With your, whoever it is your own.
The bet was whether or not I survive.
As much.
The winner gets the inheritance.
I mean, that makes sense because if you're dead, you can't get anything.
Under normal situations, if a heir or heir to be dies before, actual thing, it would have been divided to the family and not given to the one individual.
So yeah, do you guys wait on Ririsu, or is this conversation having been said on the way to Warlock's Bane or somewhere else that you guys want?
Is there a potion shop
Meet him
anywhere?
at the agreed upon meeting point. Best idea.
Yeah. It would be obvious that the one potion location, Chad's Chems, is definitely far away from most of the town business. It's not near the market square like Warlock's Bane is. But you could head there eventually. It's
I
just
mean,
the
I
furthest.
don't think we should go too far.
Yeah.
We gotta meet up with them.
So
Yeah, I was signing me up. I'm just asking so I can make a note.
Yeah, it's
don't
number
look
11
up
all the
the
way to the northwest. It's where the apothecary is, where potions would be. But I'm assuming you're all going to 7 to Warlock's Bane.
Yep, I'm going.
Okay. I don't need a map for this thing. It just seems to be like a little hut furthest away from the market square, the heavy hustle and bustle that occurs. But as
Why are we making the warlock go to a place called the Warlock's Bane? That sounds like not a good thing.
okay, I mean, no one can identify you as a warlock just from looking at you, so you're fine. But as you enter this place, it seems to be almost nondescript in every manner. This very small workshop with barely a counter table to separate you and the individual sitting there, sort of. I want to say they're napping at the moment. Their hand directly under their chin and holding their cheek up to sort of have the illusion that they're up and looking towards the door, prepared for clientele of any sort. But arriving guests and all, with a chime of a bell, doesn't matter, can't wake this individual. They're an olden, wizened person. Possibly, just think Idris Elba a couple years later from now, let's give him a good 15 years look. He still looks good, but age has caught up with the color of his hair. He's not maintaining himself too well other than that. They're still pretty virile despite all that, other than the fact that they're sleeping at the moment. But just a foot away from them is just a doorway to the back room that might be the rest of this shop, as much as there's lack of space for you guys to be in. What do you guys want to do?
What kind of place is this? Sorry.
It just seems like a nondescript shop, to be honest with you. You were just told to meet here.
Oh, I guess I'll just go and kind of start looking around.
There's nothing to look at. It's literally a window that you can look outside to a sort of sparse road next to the marketplace that is busy. And then this one individual, there's no chair for you to be in. It is completely wooden colored. It's actually almost distasteful how much wood this place is, other than the store, the actual building being not wood. It's like a liminal space. It's just a guy sleeping in some wooden crafted countertop inside of plain, boring building. No wares to look at. And the shop said Warlock's Bay outside.
I don't know if I like this place. It's weird.
Yeah. I'm assuming you all enter. The door closes with a couple of thuds, each slightly less resonant than the other. This individual's just sleeping there. You guys just watch.
There's nothing to do in here or look at. I don't see a reason in staying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Word.
Yeah. Like the inside is almost weird too. It's kind of like pushing you out of the door. There's like these like 3 steps that will lead to this individual. They're all sort of awkward, you know, kind of like they don't want business.
is this their version of saying store's closed?
He's awake. The store is open. I mean, he's asleep, but the store is open.
Is there like a bell I can ring?
The bell already rang from the door.
Oh. Is the door closed behind me?
The door closed, yes.
No, that's stupid.
There's a sleeping guy in the room that you guys are in. What do you guys do? Leave or wake up the sleeping guy? Or rob him? I don't know.
I was thinking about just waking him up.
There's nothing to rob, though.
There's a doorway behind them.
Arthur's gonna try to wake him up.
Sure.
Softly.
How does that look like? What do? Do you say something or do you tap him? Do you?
No, I just simply knock on the door.
The door itself? Yeah, you knock on the door. The individual, their eyes flutter a bit. So they're open. They have these honey eye color. Honeyed eye color. Yeah, I'm sure that's the phrase you say. This individual eventually does sort of just stand erect. You can see that they're massively tall. They have this sword, a sort of samurai-esque looking sword that they hold on their with their left hand, consistently on the handle. They were sort of held in a weird place, and when they stood up, it was obvious they were holding the blade the entire time. Regardless, they sort of knock twice on the table in front of them. They smile and they say, "Welcome, welcome. I am so sorry. My apologies. Wasn't aware that I became this tired. That sleep had caught me in such a way. What could I offer you? I have anything you could think of, just for you." He's looking at Arthur first. What is it that you would need?
Arthur does bring his hand back to his head as if he's hesitant to ask.
As that happens, someone walks in, the door opens, does the 3 clanks on the wood again till it disappears, and this person sort of just jumps in front of you and they say, "Are you the guy? You're the guy, right? You're the guy." And this individual just nodding, "Yes, I can help you. What is it that would aid you this day?" And the individual says, "All right, let me get the yeah, let me just give me, you know what, just to be safe, give me just give me a dwarven hammer, right? You guys have those, right? And he sort of pulls out a book and he's just pointing at the picture of a dwarven hammer and like some token-esque info that's hanging around there, and the individual just nods. He goes to the back for a moment, he comes out and he pulls out like a +2 dwarven hammer and hands it to the guy. He's like, oh man, this is great, holy crap. He grabs his book real quick and you see him just drag the hammer out. He can't really lift it. He just leaves. Another happy customer.
What? So confused.
After a couple seconds of you guys seeing this miracle occur in front of your eyes, Ririsu does come in. He walks to the table. He doesn't have to hop over it, actually. He just walks over it and then he offers his wife his hand to lift her past it. She's looking at him like, what the fuck just happened? Okay, I've seen so much weird stuff today, it's sort of past it. They're sort of saying this to themselves, to be honest. But eventually she's past the other side and there's a chair there and Ririsu just sits her down, this Jason individual. Either way, he says, Vane, don't screw them over. Give them something that's actually useful for them. Don't give them whatever they ask. We're here for business, man. And the individual looks to the Ririsu and says, they're with you. Interesting. I'd like to introduce myself. And he holds his hand out, his right hand, and a pair of them appear. Do you guys grab that?
Got
hands?
2 right?
Yes, 2 right hands that just appeared in front of both of you.
Arthur grabs the hand and he's like,
I'm Vane.
what?
Nice to meet you.
Arthur.
I know. He looks to Lunara.
Nice to meet you. And she'll put out her hand again.
Mm-hmm. You say your name or anything?
She'll just say, nice to meet you. I'm Luna.
He nods. Of course you are. He pulls his hand back. It becomes 1 again. And almost as if it was blurry, that second hand existed. Almost as if a pair of timelines were lived at the same second.
Oh,
But
messing with time.
But this individual gathers his body part to no longer be a weird blur. And he does say, I'll be more upfront with you than I am with the public. This place would offer anything that a creature could conceive, and I will offer to them whether it exists in reality, fiction, or otherwise. I am what you would call one of the firsts. I'm assuming you're here to help me free Ohe, who was technically the last.
Yes. Arthur kind of starts bringing the guns,
Excellent.
the deliverance of fate, which last I checked has no ammunition left.
No, you would have gotten ammunition for that in many locations, including the armory that you were just in with a whole bunch of folk from
Right.
the army, I guess. Either way, this character, Vane, whatever they're introducing themselves as, says to you guys, but I'm just gonna say it in meta terms. Any item that you guys could find in the player's handbook, you guys could ask for from this guy.
Any?
Mm.
Like, you guys want like
Mhm,
deck of
mhm.
many things? Go ahead.
What?
Yes.
I was gonna have the other guy call that, but I was like, nah, I don't want a random person having around deck of many things. Then he becomes a BBG.
Arthur does ask for a card deck, but not deck of many things.
You only get one thing, so don't ask for.
Oh, only one thing?
You only get one thing. Yeah. That's.
Would a pill bottle of Isla's tears be outside of his?
You guys have pills, I'm assuming, but no, they're not going to give you that. Secondly, you don't have to give me an answer for that at this moment, because honestly, this adventure continues on, and you will see real quickly that it will go to both to Egypt. There's one in Asia, Mexico, and
Canada.
in Canada. It's not
Okay.
Canada. It's just close to Canada.
Yeah.
Either way, as all that occurs, you guys are sort of getting to recognize the situation here. There's been, I want to say, I guess eventually Ririsu would sort of give you both like 30 credits. Like it's weird because they're sort of like three little how would I say, like these clear glass things. They're like sort of bendy. You could put them in your pocket very easily, but they're very odd. And despite that, they seem to have a certain value each size that they give you specifically. But usually everyone walks around with a toy in their hand, and they just use that for everything. That's all everyone does here. Just use a little toy in their hand. It has like a little screen, like lights that pop up. Some people are playing like weird games on it and what have you. But that happens. You guys can think about what items you get, but honestly, other than you guys going to break free the rest of Ohe, I think we could call it for the night, because the next ones are a little trickier and might have to have you a little more prepared. I'm talking about maybe calling the Time Dragon Keeper to send some forces to meet you there and what have you, which could easily be done. But that's something that I could take care of offline myself. And again, other than the items you guys might want, I think that's all I have for the game for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I don't want to
looks like
put you guys in a
tomorrow.
situation only two players can't deal with, I'll say.